Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, December the 1st of 2025. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, Grenada unveils nearly $2 billion budget for 2026. Government reinstates free barrel initiative for Christmas. Opposition slams new budget as unrealistic, while the Public Workers Union accuses TAMCC of reneging on agreement and reopening negotiations. In regional news, heavy turnout for St. Lucia elections today, while internationally 4 dead in Russian attack as diplomatic efforts to end Ukrainian war continue. And coming up in sports, Windward Volcanoes finished 3rd in CG United tournament, while Windies gets 3 matches underway against New Zealand. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Grenada unveiled a nearly $2 billion national budget today as the island's finance minister outlined the government's plans for the 2026 fiscal year. Rena Pierre-Thomas has tonight's first report.
Finance Minister, the Honorable Dennis Cornwell, this morning presented a $1,960,013,910 budget and provided insight into the government's initiative for the 2026 fiscal year.
The overall budget summary is as follows. Recurrent revenue, $1.3 billion. Grants, $37.6 million. Recurrent expenditure, $1.1 billion. Strategic initiatives, $206.7 million. Capital expenditure, $370.4 million. Current account surplus, $229.8 million. Principal repayment, including amortization, $313.2 million. Primary deficit after grants, $229.2 million. Overall deficit after grants, $309.8 million.
Outlining how government plans to allocate spending across key sectors in the coming year, Minister Cornwell confirmed that the budget is fully financed.
Mr. Speaker, while the rules and targets under the Fiscal Region Act, FRA, are further suspended in 2026 to allow continued support for post-burial reconstruction and resilience building initiatives, our government remains steadfast in its commitment to sound fiscal management and transparency. We will return to full compliance with the Fiscal Region Act once conditions permit, ensuring that this transition does not compromise macroeconomic stability and growth or social progress. Importantly, Mr. Speaker, the government will continue to adhere to the Fiscal Region Act wage bill ceiling of 13% of GDP in 2026.
The Minister for Finance also detailed a series of cost of living relief measures aimed at easing pressures on the Grenadian public.
Public transportation subsidy, direct support to bus operators to offset rising fuel costs and maintenance costs, keeping fares affordable for all commuters. Petrol tax relief. Petrol and diesel tax remain reduced to $3.50 per gallon, helping families manage transportation and household expenses. Electricity support, monthly $10 subsidy for the households consuming up to 99 kilowatts. VAT reduced by 50% for households consuming 99 to 150 kilowatts per month. Solar PV system provided to low-income houses to meet the energy needs of essential goods relief. VAT exemptions extended on 20 basic food items and essential items, including cooking oil, baby diapers, and female sanitary products. Cooking gas support. Fixed price of a 20-pound gas cylinder maintained at $40 to protect households from energy price fluctuations.
This year's budget themed towards Vision 75, powering progress through people's participation and innovation, sets out the administration's strategic priorities for the year ahead, focusing on growth, social protection, and national development outcomes. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
Meanwhile, immediate reactions are pouring in following Grenada's 2026 budget presentation, with views ranging from sharp criticism to cautious optimism. From the Parliament grounds today, Rena Pierre-Thomas has another report.
The 2026 budget presentation is drawing mixed reactions, with strong criticism from the opposition and more measured responses from other stakeholders. Opposition leader Emmeline Pear expressed disappointment with the content of the budget, describing it as unrealistic. She said the presentation was filled with, I quote, nice words, but no true substance.
This presentation is supposed to be about what you did in 2025 and what you intend to do in 2026. So I'm disappointed. A lot of what was said before, over and over, year after year, and lots of nice words, but people can't eat nice words. People out there are expecting something that makes a difference. So I would have thought that a major component of this budget presentation would have been on cost of living. But if you notice, it was just glossed over, and really and truly nothing that would make a difference in the lives of people. But I look forward to dissecting this on Thursday.
Government Senator Roderick St. Clair offered a more balanced assessment. He highlighted both positive and negative within the budget, noting areas where progress is evident, as well as sectors he believes require stronger support and clear planning.
But more importantly in all of this, the issue of insurance coverage, that was mentioned, and we appreciate the support from the government on that, and both for the fisher folks and for the farmers. And it's good to see the expansion, they speak about the hotel sector and other components adding in. So this is progressive. At the same time, a burning area for us is that area of farm roads. It's very disappointing. Of course, I need to look at the details in more. In that last year, if you look at the budget, we had the SIEP down for farm roads, you had Ministry of Infrastructure down for farm roads, and the Ministry of Agriculture down for farm roads. The question is how much farm roads really have been done.
Meanwhile, several students who followed the presentation also weighed in, sharing their thoughts on what was presented.
That was very enlightening. Yeah, and very interesting actually. The talk about youth employment, I think it's that the increase of employment of youths such as me. Yeah.
My thoughts are the 2025 budget was actually interesting about how they plan for future development of the country and how they prepare for the future generations to move on.
I think that the budget was great, and I'll say it went better than expected, and I think it's going in a better direction now, and I look forward to see what new projects and so on will happen, and I just look forward to see what the new year brings for us.
The discussion around the 2026 budget is expected to continue as the debate unfolds in Parliament over the coming days. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
According to Grenada's Minister of Finance, young people and creatives can look forward to expanded support in 2026. Teacher Seeley has more details.
2026 estimates of revenue and expenditure will include expanded support for the youth and orange economy, as announced in today's budget presentation. The 2026 budget was presented by Minister for Finance Dennis Cornwall, who reflected on the government's accomplishments over the past year. Next year's allocation for education amounts to EC $179.6 million, a decrease from the $183.4 million allocated in 2025. Under this allocation, the government will establish the Youth Empowerment Agency, or YEA, through which existing programs such as Empower and Elevator will be administered. According to Minister Cornwall, the agency will be supported by a budget of EC $15 million.
Today, this government takes a bold step forward with the establishment of the Youth Empowerment Agency here. A purpose-built institution that will channel the energy and talent of our young people or youth into entrepreneurship, leadership development, and civic participation. Here will unify and modernize existing programs such as Empower, Elevator, Youth Bees, transforming them into structured pipelines that support young Grenadians to earn, to lead, and to participate fully in national life. Aligned with our National Sustainable Development Plan and backed by a 2026 budget allocation of $15 million, here will move from consultation to implementation with legislation and system and programs ready for launch by June.
The government also aims to build on tourism and orange economy achievements. Minister Cornwall announced an allocation of EC $53.1 million, an increase from the $37.4 million allocated in 2025. This allotment will support expanded funding for creative entrepreneurs and startups and increase training opportunities in creative sectors.
In the creative economy and cultural sector, we will expand the creative economy to provide targeted financial support for creative entrepreneurs and startups. Launch the National Art Gallery on Church Street following the renovation of the Priory building. Expand training and certification program in music, production, film and design, heritage and culture study in partnership with TAMCC and regional institutions. Integrate cultural heritage preservation into community development programs, ensuring our intangible heritage from big drums to saracas protected for future generations. Strengthen international marketing and export promotion of Grenada's creative products and services, opening new markets for our artists.
These initiatives are expected to continue the government's efforts to empower youth, enhance skills development, and expand the creative economy. Reporting for GBN News, I am Deidre Seeley.
With the Christmas season fast approaching, welcome relief is in sight for many Grenadian families. The government's free barrel program is being reintroduced starting on December the 8th. It was one of the revelations by Minister for Finance Dennis Cornwall during Monday's budget presentation. Christina John will tell us more.
Households across Grenada will once again benefit from the Free Barrel program, a measure aimed at easing the financial burden on families during the holiday period.
This Free Barrel program, 100% exemptions from duties and tax, including customs service charge, up to 2 barrels per household on food and other basic necessities from December 8, 2025 to January 5, 2026.
The program provides 100% duty and tax-free concessions on a wide range of essential household goods. These include food items, clothing, linens, toiletries, cleaning supplies, and small household appliances. The exemptions cover customs duties, port charges, and stamp duties, making it significantly cheaper to ship barrels to Grenada. Last year, the initiative was introduced to support families coping with cost of living pressures, while ensuring that the benefits reach households directly. As part of the structure, the concessions applied strictly to non-commercial personal use items and were capped at 2 barrels per household. Government officials say the initiative not only reduces expenses, but also encourages members of the diaspora to continue supporting relatives here at home. With the program now set to begin on December 8th, many households are expected to take advantage of the concessions in the coming weeks. Christina John, GBN News.
Our journalist Joseph Kador has been speaking with accountant Matonia Monroe on the practicality of the 2026 budget and the country's fiscal abilities to sustain it. Here's that analysis.
First and foremost, the government is projecting, as we can see here, a primary surplus of 229.8 million, but an overall deficit of 309.8 million after loan repayments. I'm going to ask you the question: how sustainable is this fiscal position, notwithstanding Grenada's medium-term growth outlook?
Well, the deficit aspect of the budget, if we take a good look at what has been presented, a significant proportion of that is expected to be covered by internal or economic local domestic drawdowns. When you look at the amount that is going to be funded by loans, even grants, it's not substantial compared to the domestic input. So I don't think that should trigger much worry. With respect to the overall aspects of the budget, we certainly recognize that the government has projected some positives in light of the unemployment. We see that a substantial amount of those funds from the capital expenditure is going to hit infrastructural development that seem to have had a favorable impact on unemployment and perhaps would continue to do so. And so particularly when it comes to that kind of government spending, particularly capital expenditure, one can see, and other investments as well, but a substantial amount is going to capital expenditure, and one can see why the government would have to be supplemented by other alternatives of financing in order to be able to get those things done.
Another noted accountant, engineer, and former business representative in the Senate, Christopher Dialli, also weighed in on the provisions for recovery post-Hurricane Beryl.
The budget allocates 370.4 million to infrastructure. There is 206.7 million to special projects, much of which is linked to the devastation caused by Beryl. It is indicated that this has increased spending by 17%, Chris. Are these allocations sufficient based on what you anticipate the scale of reconstruction is going to be?
Well, the public sector investment program of 370 million is laudable. It says that the government, of course, intend to use construction as a lead sector to generate income for 2026. I think the only caveat you could put here is the rate of implementation of projects, which this government has suffered from and previous governments. And the constraint, obviously, is the fact that most of the times when we launch these figures for investment infrastructural works, we don't address the capacity issue, whether it is in human resource or equipment, and hence the reason we stall in terms of implementation rate. The special initiatives that have been announced, I am not certain what those are. It hasn't been detailed, and I would like to understand what these special initiatives are going to be announced in the budget so that we can understand where monies are going and for what. The government didn't mention anything about the $5 million bond that was put out and is being subscribed to now and what monies will be used for. I didn't hear any of that come into the conversation this morning. So those are some little areas that there are some concerns, and we'd like to see and get more detail as to where and what is going to be happening.
Coming up in network news, the Public Workers Union has accused government of reneging on deals made and sending them back to the drawing board. That story and more after these messages.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Spare a pocket, spare the earth, always at Grand Left, you come first. Safe and Save a dime. We choose your wattage and we choose your time. When you use appliances, make sure you buy energy efficient every time. Spare your pocket, spare the earth. Always act when let you come first. Spare your pocket, spare the earth. Always act when let you come first.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Christmas comes with more choices. Red curtains or white curtains, new paint or new furniture. Christmas dinner, that's a must. One ham or maybe two. Decisions. With financing from Co-op Bank, more is possible. Get up to $50,000 and make more of your dreams come true this Christmas. Plus, get an opportunity to win gifts and prizes. Christmas does come with more smiles, more togetherness, more love. And at the end of it all, it's more than worth it. This is your season for more with Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Dreams come true with our Co-op Bank loan.
Something is different this year about Flow Christmas promotion. Flow is doing something big and I really need to figure it out. This investigation has been going on for the last couple of weeks. I've been following her, trailing her, but I just can't seem to figure it out. I need to crack this case. I'm connecting all the dots, putting every pieces to the puzzle, but I know I'm close. Finally, I catch you. Give me that.
This Christmas at Flow, get a new Samsung Galaxy for only $49 or get up to $400 in shopping vouchers when you sign up for postpaid mobile on your internet account. Win even more prizes when you spin the wheel in our stores. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms while we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
Megaforce Promotions, in proud collaboration with Ariza Credit Union and GBN, presents Grenada's biggest flea market at Monroe's Plainfield, Saturday 21st and Sunday 22nd December, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Shop unbeatable deals on bed and curtain sets, appliances, household items, electrical and plumbing supplies, toys, Christmas decorations, clothing and shoes, perfumes and colognes, wines and drinks, and just about everything else. Plus a kids area, live entertainment, food and drink stalls. Want to be a vendor? Call 440-4646 to book your spot before they're all gone. Admission $5. 2 full days of deals and more deals. Shopping, fun and savings. Monroe's Plainfield Flea Market. Don't miss it.
Grenada. Get ready to celebrate culture, creativity, and community. It's the Kamahon Folk and Buy Local Festival happening on Friday, December 5th to Sunday, December 7th at the Sates Bus Terminal in St. Patrick. Friday, December 5th will be the opening night with prayers and worship. Then feel the rhythm ride with theater performances. On Saturday, December 6th, it's Market Day and cultural celebration in Sates. Come celebrate our roots with Asaraka. Sunday, December 7th, it's the grand finale. Folk celebration. We close the festival with pure culture, the rich traditions that makes us who we are. So mark your calendars. Friday, December 5th to Sunday, December 7th. Sates Bus Terminal, Kamahon Folk and Buy Local Festival. This event is brought to you by Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture
in partnership with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development.
It's the happiest time of the year. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you Nexa is here. It's the happier holiday time of the year.
Dreams come alive with Nexa Credit Union's Happier Holiday Loan. Get up to $50,000 for gifts, home makeovers, travel, and more. With easy payments, affordable rates, and quick approvals. This year is happier with mystery wrap giveaways online, Santa's Happier Holiday surprises in branches, and one lucky person will win the grand prize. A day pass for 3 at Sandals. And Nexa will donate up to $5,000 to a school of your choice. Visit our social media to vote as we make more than wishes come true.
It's the happier holiday time of the year.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads. Terms and conditions apply.
Ready to create, design, and vibe? At Patro Creative, we bring dreams alive. Crafty math for kids with learning so bright. Wellness crafting for adults done right. We don't just paint, we craft, we mold. We stitch, we build, we elevate bold. Jewelry with Caribbean soul in view. 3D printing, laser work made just for you. Call 410-5016. Don't hesitate. Book a workshop or order. Craft, create, elevate.
Welcome to Innovative Healthcare Adult Engagement and Wellness Center, a place where every day is a fresh start for seniors 60 and over. Here, we empower you to strengthen your body, stimulate your mind, and nurture your spirit. From physiotherapy and spa treatments to computer training, games, and gym workouts. Come experience the difference. This November, enjoy our introductory special for just $100 per day. Innovative, where wellness meets joy. Call us at 404-7838 or visit us in Grandin St. George.
Grenada, the much anticipated NLA You Must Win promotion is back with a bang. And as the name says, you're bound to win. Win Money Tree Instacash tickets with more prizes under. Loads of cash prizes and a 2026 Hyundai Creta. Spend $15 or more in single purchases on Daily Pick 3, Daily Cash 4, or Playway. Then check your ticket for the words you won. Free Instacash tickets or free cash or free raffle entry for a chance to win a brand new SUV. Over $125,000 in prizes. So be sure to spend increments of $15 or more on all your daily gains. Promotion runs from November 3rd to December 20th. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. NLA, spreading the Christmas cheer for yet another year.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Make this Christmas happen for everyone this year with Republic Bank. The finest loans we have to spread the Christmas cheer. With Republic Bank, we can make your dreams come true. Like magic, it will Christmas.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. The Public Workers Union is raising concerns that the chair of the TA Mary Show Community College is attempting to reopen negotiations despite months of talks that had already resulted in an agreement. Union President Daisy Hazard made the revelation during a press conference on Monday after receiving a letter from the chair of the TAMCC Council. Hazard highlighted the union's request and what followed.
On the 26th November, we did not receive a response until this morning. What preceded a response to the union was an open letter to our members on the 28th of November. But what we asked or request was, one, a date to be set for the formal signing and ratification of the negotiated agreement under the auspices of the Ministry of Labor, specifically before the Labor Commissioner. And the GPWU proposes Wednesday, 3rd December, that's Wednesday, that retroactive payments for the period January to November 2025 be disbursed no later than December 8th, 2025. That the December 2025 increase be duly reflected in the final salary disbursement on or by December 31st, 2025. So we have left no room for ambiguity.
The PWU president said an open letter sent to the membership at the TAMCC somehow sparked today's press conference.
In part precipitated by an open letter which from the chair of the TAMCC Council sent to the TAMCC employees on November 28, 2025, which was last Friday. If it was Thursday, correct me. Right. Now, this letter was sent to the members open while the union had been trying to navigate for 2 weeks or more behind the scenes a matter of delicacy and keeping it within the fold of our membership. The open letter now demands that the union should respond openly, and perhaps it is time for us to ventilate this matter beyond the meat of our members.
Hazard explained that negotiations for TAMCC for 2026 through to 2028 began on January the 28th of this year. She added that 2 years prior, on request from the TAMCC Council, a draft CBA, or collective bargaining agreement, was submitted. However, to date, they haven't received a ratified document that members can benefit from.
That's unprecedented. That's unheard of. There was 9 months for Cabinet to give its input. 9 months for Cabinet to have a say. 9 months for Cabinet to decide we cannot agree. Not after agreeing. That's unprecedented and that's dangerous. It has created some chaos. It has created anxiety. It has created fear. Because if we cannot trust a process that is supposed to be principled and honorable, what then can we trust? Why do we have to find ourselves today trading letters back and forth, and for the chair of the college to decide, I am not going to try to resolve this with the union. Let me write the members and attempt to negotiate with them.
Hazard said their options are now open as to how they'll proceed. Pollster Dr. Justin Pierre is standing by his work even after his prediction in the St. Vincent and the Grenadines election failed to materialize. While critics have questioned the accuracy of his forecast, Pierre insists his analysis remains sound, rooted in the grounding field of psephology. It's his first loss in years. Gerard Joseph has that story.
With an 8 out of 9 election prediction track record, pollster Dr. Justin Pierre firmly believes the science remains relevant despite the recent analysis of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines election not going as planned.
In retrospect, we really do not know what went wrong, at least, but what we can say that in terms of we went away from our usual methodology. Our usual methodology is that we make a poll or make the prediction at least 5 days or 7 days before an election. However, we did it almost 27 days.
Hinting to the possibilities of changes occurring within recent days, Dr. Pierre maintains that their polls had shown that the majority of the population were satisfied with the leadership of the United Labour Party. However, the St. Vincent elections went 14-1 in favor of the New Democratic Party, led by incumbent Prime Minister Dr. Godwin Friday. According to Dr. Pierre, in the recent elections analysis, the results have shown that social media remains the main indicator.
We found that any organization, any political party that is leading in the social media in the social media race tend to also win in the election. I mean, we saw that again in the Turks and Caicos. We saw that even in Grenada in 2022, where the NDC had upwards of like 257,000 minutes of social media time compared to the NNP. The NDC, and they ended up winning. We saw that again in Trinidad, in Guyana, in Suriname, where we predicted.
He adds that the prominence indicator over the last 30 days for the Dr. Godwin Friday-led New Democratic Party far surpassed that of the Ralph Gonsalves United Labour Party.
Was over 919,000 minutes. So it was a huge amount of time. So everybody was engaged in everything NDP, or what they said, everything yellow. So they were engaged in that. And whereas the ULP, their total consumption minutes were around 616,000. So it was almost 300,000 more of time of what people view. And we also recognize that social media does play a part in influencing elections.
Dr. Perry remains confident that his credibility was not negatively affected.
I don't believe that. I believe that it would not really affect my image. I believe that 8 out of 9 is pretty good, and this is as I said, there were other famous pollsters within the region who also predicted that the ULP would be successful, and they did not. However,
the pollster highlights that future studies will stick to predictions within the last 5 to 7 days before an election to maximize efficiency of results. I am Gerard Joseph reporting.
Broadcast icon Stevenson Worm bids farewell to live sports commentary after 34 years behind the mic. Shania McIntosh caught up to the man with the voice on his final day in the broadcast booth.
Canadian and Windward Island cricket commentator Stevenson Worm is stepping away from the broadcast booth after an outstanding 34-year career. His final assignment will be the West Indies Under-19 versus England Under-19 series, bringing an end to one of the region's most enduring voices in cricket. Worm, regarded as the only commentator from Grenada and the Windwards to cover matches involving almost every test playing nation, built a legacy on sharp analysis, deep knowledge of the sport, and a distinctive Caribbean storytelling style. Beyond cricket, he is also a minister of religion, motivational speaker, and the author of Worm's Cricket Dictionary and Welcome to Windward Islands Cricket. Speaking to GBN, Worm said one of his most cherished memory was covering his first test match in Jamaica in June 2003.
June 2003, that was when I did my first test match, so I had to wait quite a while before I did my first test match, and it would stand out. Like the players, everybody wants to be able to do a test match, and to me that time came. It was a special moment. It was in Jamaica in June 2003. Fidel Edwards was playing his first match for the West Indies, then against Sri Lanka, and to sit alongside Michael Holding and also Ian Bishop and other very renowned commentators, that to me was my special moment.
Worm is encouraging young people to pursue careers in cricket, noting the opportunities and the livelihood the sport can provide.
My message to young people coming up and cricket enthusiasts, despite the fact that cricket is at an all-time low in the region, there is hope. And young people who want to get involved in the sport should get involved in the sport. There is a career out there for people, and you don't even have to play test match cricket to earn a very good living in cricket. You've got franchises all over the world, played in Asia, played in Australia, played in England, played here in the Caribbean with the CPL. And other territories got competitive versions of the game. I'm saying to young people, please get involved in the sport, get involved in cricket. You can make a good livelihood from the sport. And that's my advice to many of our young people.
As he signs off for the final time, tributes are pouring in for a commentator whose voice, faith, and cultural insight helped shape the song of Caribbean cricket for more than 3 decades. Shania McIntosh, GBN News.
After the break, Grenada moves to make HIV treatment more accessible as World AIDS Day is celebrated today.
And Pity Martinic. This is exciting news for all car lovers and car owners. Get ready for Grenada Auto Fest 2026, a car show with a difference from antique and classic to modern innovations. Saturday, March 14 at the Roy St. John playing field in Tantine. Car owners, this is your chance to show off. Get that machine ready. Get that ride in mint condition. It's full throttle face-off between old school rides, the hot rod, and the supercharged modern customized rides. This is a family affair. Bring the kids, bring the crew, bring the whole yard. It's the Grenada Auto Fest 2026 on Saturday, March 14. Get ready.
Invest with confidence.
Come one, come all, it's your time to rise. A new chance to make your future bright. You can start with 500 EC and watch your money grow securely. No more saving small and waiting long. Now you can invest and feel strong. Safe returns you can trust. ECCU retail bond for all of us. Invest a little, grow a lot. Financial freedom starts with what you got. Invest a little, grow a lot. Financial freedom starts with what you got.
For more information, visit ECCURetailBond.com. Opportunity ends in 21st November 2025.
It's the season to save big, and LA Purcell is bringing the Christmas vibes. Join us on November 29th, December 6th, and 13th at the Gore Street parking lot when DJ Selecta Beast turns up the heat while you shop. Enjoy barbecue chicken, pork, and soup fresh off the grill. And don't miss the biggest Name Your Price Christmas sale ever. Appliances, doors, tools, lights, sheets, hardware, furniture, lumber, everything you need to make your Christmas the best one yet. So come on down to LA Purcell, where Christmas savings meet island flavor and good vibes all around.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
This year, make colorful Christmas memories with Berger. Get 30% off select 1 and 5 gallon purchases. Each purchase over $300 gives you a chance to win one of 3 cash prizes every month. October $2,000, November $3,000, December $5,000. Drop your entries in the specially marked boxes in store and enter as many times as you like. Promotion ends December 20th. Berger Paints for lasting beauty and protection.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet? Yes, Multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X. You cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Something is different this year about Flow Christmas promotion. Flow is doing something big, and I really need to figure it out. This investigation has been going on for the last couple of weeks. I've been following her, trailing her, but I just can't seem to figure it out. I need to crack this case. I'm connecting all the dots, putting every pieces to the puzzle, but I know I'm close. Finally, I catch you. Give me that.
This Christmas at Flow, get a new Samsung Galaxy for only $49, or get up to $400 in shopping vouchers when you sign up for postpaid mobile on your internet account. Win even more prizes when you spin the wheel in our stores. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms while we keep your Christmas rhythm flowing.
Grenada is moving to integrate HIV services into primary health care as new statistics are released. Shania McIntosh has this story.
Grenada's Ministry of Health used the occasion of World AIDS Day to announce plans to integrate HIV services into primary health care, a move aimed at improving access and reducing stigma. Chanel Benjamin revealed that 27 HIV cases were recorded for 2024, 19 males and 8 females. Of those diagnosed, 95% are currently on treatment, a rate health officials described as encouraging but still in need of continued public cooperation. The age group most affected ranges from 15 to 44 years old.
We are looking to integrate HIV into primary health care, whereby persons can access health care as the general population would, removing that isolated approach to treating HIV. Additionally, we are working with our healthcare providers to extend and expand our training to our healthcare providers, ensuring that they are all up to date with our HIV material, and primarily being able to provide treatment and care to our clients. Now, we are also providing training in confidentiality, also training in counseling, basic counseling for healthcare providers, primarily our nurses, so that they're able to interact with our clients.
Benjamin said the integration of HIV into primary health care will make it easier for people to access services without stigma or barriers. She noted that the ministry is working to ensure treatment, testing, and follow-up care are available at health facilities across the country. She is also urging the public to get tested regularly and to prioritize their health.
The Ministry of Health and primarily our HIV unit wishes to advise persons to remember that their health is their priority. It is not the priority, it's not the responsibility of anybody but themselves. You are expected to protect yourself at all times. You are expected to put yourself first. All right? That is the number one key to remaining safe, to remaining HIV negative, and even also minimizing your chances of not just HIV but being infected by other STIs.
The Ministry of Health says the move to embed HIV services into routine health care is part of its broader effort to modernize care, reduce stigma, and strengthen early detection and treatment across Grenada. Shania McIntosh, GBN News.
2025 global reports show that the ozone hole has shrunk significantly, and Grenada is playing its part by continuing with its climate action. Christina John takes up this report.
An atmospheric scientist is calling it a major victory for the planet. The ozone hole over the Antarctica 2025 has been confirmed as one of the smallest in decades, a development that signals the success of global environmental policies and long-term scientific collaboration. The update was shared by Leslie Smith, Director of Renewable Energy in the Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, referring to recent reports from NASA and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Smith said the latest analysis shows the 2025 ozone hole is officially the fifth smallest since 1992. He adds that this milestone is direct evidence of the Montreal Protocol's lasting impact, decades after countries moved to phase out ozone-depleting chemicals.
Because of the Montreal Protocol and the international response from countries, atmospheric scientists were seeing lower and lower amounts of these ozone-depleting chemicals in the atmosphere, and they were actually predicting that by the middle of this century, the ozone layer would have healed itself. Recent information that has been revealed, it has indicated that in 2025, the ozone layer is the smallest that they've seen on record for many decades. And so the efforts that all of the countries have put in is really bearing good fruits now, and we're seeing the healing of the ozone layer. So there's a much smaller ozone hole now. It means that less and less UV rays are reaching us on Earth. There are less incidences of melanoma cancers and eye cataracts, and less money that has to be deployed in health services and other protection services.
Beyond celebrating global progress, Smith says the news strengthens Grenada's determination to move ahead with its own climate-focused agenda.
Grenada contributes about 0.005% of the total greenhouse gas emissions, but yet we are amongst the most vulnerable, because we are an island state, to all of the climate impacts of global warming. And so we have to play our part, as small as it is, to reduce our emissions, to contribute towards environmental protection.
Officials confirmed that the latest phase of Grenada's climate strategy includes expanded solar energy projects, upgrades to energy-efficient public infrastructure, and community-based environmental programs designed to reduce emissions across multiple sectors. The Ministry of Climate Resilience said additional renewable energy partnerships are planned for next year, aimed at securing green financing, boosting technical capacity, and accelerating adaptation of clean technologies nationwide. Christina John, GBN News.
When we return, we'll have sports and international news.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Today, Clark Skirt's bringing the flavor straight to you. Come and experience the spirit of Grenada with our signature samples, smooth sips, and tropical vibes all in one place. Try a taste of the island with us. Cool down, relax, handcrafted just for you. Must be 18 plus to enjoy.
New level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Megaforce Promotions, in proud collaboration with Ariza Credit Union and GBN, presents Grenada's biggest flea market at Monroe's Plainfield, Saturday 21st and Sunday 22nd December, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Shop unbeatable deals on bed and curtain sets, appliances, household items, electrical and plumbing supplies, toys, Christmas decorations, clothing and shoes, perfumes and colognes, wines and drinks, and just about everything else. Plus a kids area, live entertainment, food and drink stalls. Want to be a vendor? Call 440-4646 to book your spot before they're all gone. Admission $5. 2 full days of deals and more deals. Shopping, fun and savings. Monroe's Plainfield Flea Market. Don't miss it.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Shop with confidence at Courts. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Good evening, sports fans. The air at Hagley Oval in Christchurch crackles with anticipation. This as the first of the three-match test series between the Windies and the New Zealand gets underway. For the West Indies, this series was more than just another fixture. It was an opportunity to rewrite a history of disappointment. They haven't won a test in New Zealand since 1995. A statistic their captain Roston Chase is keen to consign to the past. The Windies came away with a drawn match in their sole warm-up clash ahead of the series. The Windies will want to turn around its form and pick a victory at the Hagley Oval. It lost its previous series 2-0 against India and is the only side in the WCTC this cycle without a point on board. With Shamar Joseph and Alzari Joseph both rehabilitating from injuries sustained earlier this year and therefore forced to miss this series, veteran fast bowler Kamar Roach has been recalled, bolstering an inexperienced fast bowling unit featuring maiden call-up O.J. Shields. Shields and Roach were among several players to have recently completed a rigorous 2-week high-performance camp in Antigua in preparation for the highly anticipated series, where playing surfaces are expected to be conducive to pace bowling. Kavim Hodge makes his return to the regional squad on the back of his previous success against pace, while Karim Pierre has been excluded, with spin bowling not expected to have a major impact over the three-match series. The Kiwis will be buoyed by the return of Kane Williamson, who will play a test match after almost 12 months. The 35-year-old had even missed the white ball series against the Caribbean side to prepare for the tests. Meanwhile, former local commentator Stevenson Worm has been weighing in on the three-match potential outcome of the series.
The West Indies did get over 300 in the warm-up match against New Zealand 11, so that's good. But don't forget that the players they're going to be coming up against, they're obviously better than the New Zealand 11 that were given, and I'm not sure that that was the best New Zealand 11. Then they dismissed New Zealand 11 for over 200 runs. So it's hard to say what's going to happen, but New Zealand will be coming against them very hard. Now, the West Indies tend to play better shorter version, 20-20 cricket and also 50-over cricket. When it comes to test match cricket, the longer version, they have not have a pretty good returns in recent years. And saying recent years, that's putting it quite mildly. With the New Zealand playing right indoors, meaning playing in their homeland, they know the conditions better. The West Indies are going in at a disadvantage, but this is a fine opportunity for a group of young players to come and showcase their skill. And if they could get a victory against the New Zealanders, then they would think, look, we're on the road to some measure of recovery, but the task is going to be a difficult one.
The Windward Islands Volcanoes finished third in the 2025 CG United Super 50 tournament. They came away with 2 wins, 1 loss, and 2 no results due to rain. They were in contention for a spot in the final until the very last preliminary round, but ultimately they didn't progress to the championship match. That was won by the Barbados Pride. In a thrilling final preliminary match, the Volcanoes secured a 1-wicket win over the Jamaica Scorpions, successfully chasing a target of 232. The team started the tournament strong with a historic chase in their opening match. They overhauled the Leeward Islands Hurricanes total of 324, winning by 2 wickets, with Darren Ned scoring an impressive 94 not out. Like other teams in the tournament, the Volcanoes campaign was impacted by persistent rain in Trinidad, which led to several of their matches being abandoned without a single ball being bowled. The countdown is officially on for the highly anticipated final of the 15th annual Waggy T Super Knockout Football Tournament. Football fever has gripped the island as a thrilling encounter is guaranteed between the formidable 3-time champions, the Hurricanes SC, and St. John's Sports Club, a team aiming for their first ever victory in the tournament's rich history. The grand finale is set for this week. St. John's Sports Club punched their ticket to the final by defeating the 2024 defending champions, Paradise FC International. The match ended in a gripping 1-1 draw in regular time before St. John's held their nerve to win the penalty shootout 4-2. Shaquille Charles was awarded the Powerade Player of the Game for his standout performance. Hurricanes SC demonstrated their championship pedigree, overcoming FC Cameroon with a clear and dominant 3-1 victory. Striker Kristen Julian was the star of the show, scoring 2 crucial goals and earning the Powerade Player of the Game award. Before the championship match, Paradise FC International and FC Cameroon will battle it out for the 3rd place position. And that's what's been happening in sports. And now we'll take a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. St. Lucians headed to the polls today to elect their legislature and choose their prime minister in a race that is centered on the island's economic management, violent crime, and passport sales. Prime Minister Philip Pierre's Labour Party, which holds a strong majority in both of St. Lucia's legislative houses, sought to stave off a challenge from Conservative opposition leader Alan Chastanet, who preceded Pierre as prime minister of the country of 180,000 people. Chief Elections Officer Herman St. Helens says voter turnout across several key constituencies has been, quote, very heavy. Speaking with St. Lucia Daily Post while moving between polling stations, St. Helen described a busy but largely well-managed day, noting strong participation in Gros-Islet, Castries East, Castries North, and other high-density areas. The polls closed at 6 p.m. this evening, and the results have only just begun to filter in. We'll have a full report in Tuesday's newscast. A Russian missile attack on the eastern Ukrainian city of Dnipro has killed 4 people and injured 40 others, authorities have said. Unconfirmed reports say a ballistic missile was used in the strike, which took place on Monday morning. Videos shared online showed a large explosion occur on the side of a motorway, and local media said an office block, cars, and shops were hit or at least badly damaged. Dnipro, which lies around 100 kilometers or 62 miles from the front line, has frequently come under Russian attacks since the start of Moscow's full-scale invasion in February of 2022. And that's what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Grenada unveils nearly $2 billion budget for 2026. Government reinstates free barrel initiative for Christmas. Opposition slams new budget as, quote, unrealistic. And Public Workers Union accuses TAMCC of reneging on agreement and reopening negotiations. In regional news, heavy turnout for St. Lucia elections today, while internationally 4 dead in Russian attack as diplomatic efforts to end Ukraine war continue. And in sports, Windward Volcanoes finished 3rd in CG United tournament, while Windies gets 3-match test series underway against New Zealand. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast tonight at 10 o'clock. Visit our website at www.gbn.gd for more news stories, or you can like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/GBN News and Radio. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you again tomorrow night.